Got it. Thank you. Thank you.
In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
WRAN Homewood Broadcasting.
Broadcasting from the WRN studios and through the sponsorship of Coca-Cola, Pro, Keds, and Jif, WRN Players presents Dracula, a radio play written by Philip Grecian based on his own stage play and novel by Bram Stoker. Our story in a moment, but first, a word from our sponsor.
You worked too hard, you ate too much. The cheesecake made you greedy. While you're aching in your stomach, you hear this message from old Speedy. Alka-Seltzer, plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Da-ding, plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Ah, those Speedy Alka-Seltzer bubbles burst into action to relieve your upset stomach and aching hip fast. Use only as directed. Oh, what a relief it is. What a relief it is. What a relief.
Do you want to keep your food cold but your ice keeps on melting? Well, here at Frigidaire, we can now solve all of your problems with our most popular product, the refrigerator. With the all-new insulated and tall blocks, your ice will stay frozen for hours longer. Don't use ice blocks to try to keep your food cold. Instead, use our ice blocks to keep your food fresh for days. Save your money on unnecessary ice by making an investment in the refrigerator. Find your nearest phone and call now to submit an order through Frigidaire.
And now, turn down your lights and coming close to the glow of your radio dial as WRN Players presents Dracula.
Frightening, is it not? The raw power of the thunderstorm. Primitive man feared it, but you and I, we have explained it with our modern science. But still, there are many things we cannot explain, and these things are always with us. They are with you now. Even now, you feel them stealing up behind you. You feel they stroke the back of your neck, never quite touching. There, you feel it. You dare not look, for if you do, they will know. But you feel them. You feel as the fingers of smokers they brush so close. They taunt you. They turn back into the hellish eyes, only inches from your own. The hair rises on the back of your neck, and a chill passes through your body. But you feel them, and you do not see. For the beacon of science creates deep shadows, and they hide in these shadows, and they laugh that you don't believe, and then they wait. Always they wait, until you are alone, all alone, in the dark. There, listen. They whisper your name. Did you hear? They know your name. But of course, I forget. It is only imagination, eh? Perhaps. Or perhaps it is the vampire. I am Dr. Abraham Van Helsing, and I have long followed the trail of the vampire. It is on for centuries, draining the blood, the life from its victims, causing them to also become vampires. And this is our story. The story of a small band of mortals who faced the most powerful vampire of them all. He has been known by many names: Vutric, Strigoi, Ordog, Vrolok, Pokol, Nosferatu, Vampire, and Dracula. It began in the year 1888 in Whitby, England. Vanilla Jackson had established a small sanitarium. Come in.
Excuse me, Dr. Seward, sir. I was wondering if you was done with your dinner tray.
Yes, of course, Bertie. Over there on the desk.
Yes, sir. You missed out of wine, sir. I'll bring another bottle.
Thank you.
Why, you ain't touched a thing.
I'm not very hungry this evening.
Ain't Miss Lucy any better, sir?
No. No, I'm afraid not.
If there's anything...
Thank you, Birdie.
We'll take your dinner tray then.
Thank you.
Good night then, sir.
Good night.
Poor Dr. Seward. He just...
Ah!
William! Now look what you've done. You're paying for these stitches.
Was you? Drop them, love.
Was you made me. Now help me clean up here.
All right, all right.
I'm surprised you got looking at you. Made enough noise twice a dead.
Took a lot more than a few broken dishes to bring him to. He's been sitting in there all day, not moving, just staring off into space, thinking. There, let's go up.
All out to sleep for wee bits.
You seen anything of Renfield?
The one what eats spiders.
Looks like a spider himself. Skinny, scary, and little beggar. Gotta find him before somebody misses him. Keep your eyes open.
It's your job to watch, not mine. But I'll keep my eyes open all the same. Now who could that be at this hour? Come in. I said I'm coming. Yes,
Is this the sanitarium? Dr. Seward's sanitarium?
okay.
Is Dr. Seward in?
Well, of course he's in on a night like this. Where else would he be? Come back tomorrow at a decent hour.
He's expecting us.
So I'm coming in. Get to come in then.
Thank you. Where are the Hawkers? John and Mina.
Ah, Miss Lucy talks about you lot.
How is Lucy?
Not so good, Mum. Wasting away.
Where's Jack?
Upstairs in his office.
May we see him?
Yes, Mum, this way.
Come in.
Oh, Seward said there's some people here.
Jonathan! Mina! Come in.
We came the moment we received your wire.
Mina, you've never looked lovelier. John, there's some wine over there. Would you care for some?
Of course, Mina.
Please.
I see you've done some work in the old place, Jack.
I have.
How long since you moved in here? 2 years?
2 years this month.
You're a bit low on wine.
There's more coming.
Oh, good.
It's perfect, isn't it?
The wine?
You know what
hardly.
I mean, this building.
Oh, I heard that to John. His law firm found it and sorted the purchase.
It's ever so much better than the old building.
Come back to work for me, Mina. You're the best nurse I ever had.
She's retired.
No, darling, I married and went into private practice, looking after you.
Lucy once told me that when you were little girls, you were always nursing injured birds back to health.
She still does.
Jack, is Lucy any better?
Worse each day. That's why I brought her to the sanitarium. Here I have the staff and the equipment to monitor her health.
The wedding?
Postponed.
Her illness, have you diagnosed it?
No. I have no idea what it is. She gets weaker every day. Periodically slips into some sort of trance-like state. She's taken to
That could
sleepwalking.
be dangerous with the...
Yes, the cliffs, the harbor.
Well, isn't there
Oh,
anything...
there's got to be. I've cabled Van Helsing.
Abraham Van Helsing. Oh, from Amsterdam. In medical school, you...
Yes, I studied under him. Yes.
The London papers have been quoting from his books on ritual murder.
Oh?
Oh, yes, what with the Ripper murders in Whitechapel.
Oh,
It's...
of course.
Van Helsing's coming here, then?
Yes, I expect him at any time. He sent this ad.
A necklace?
A crucifix.
It's exquisite. Slavic?
Transylvanian, I think.
Oh, let me see.
More wine, sir.
Thank you, Bertie. Put it over there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, this is probably Transylvanian, Jack. I saw some like it when I was there.
You wanted Lucy to wear this?
At all times, according to his note. Said she shouldn't be without it.
Why?
Can't imagine.
She's not wearing it now.
She won't touch it.
May I see her?
Bertie, is Miss Lucy awake?
Yes, sir.
Would you bring Mr. Sarker to her, please?
Yes, sir. This way, Mom.
Thank you.
You've lost some weight, John.
Yes. Mina told you, didn't she?
She might have mentioned.
I asked her not to trouble you. Well, as you know, a few months ago I journeyed to Transylvania. A client of ours, a nobleman, wanted to purchase property here in Whitby.
Go on.
I remember a coach ride through the Borgo Pass, and arriving at our client's castle, and then nothing. 3 weeks just gone.
Gone?
I woke in a Budapest hospital bed. I'd been found on a train, delirious, raving, burning with fever.
What could have happened that would make
No idea. But lately, I've been having these dreams, and... Jack, did you know your sanitarium was a part of an old monastery?
Yes, of course. The old abbey across the way, too.
Carfax Abbey, yes. Can we see it from this balcony? Oh, quite a drop.
Sense of vertigo, eh?
Oh, definitely.
That balcony faces out over the sea. We're on a cliff, remember? The abbey's in the other direction.
Yes, yes. Well, you see, we never imagined for a moment that the abbey would sell. That's why we divided the property.
What does this have to do with you?
The nobleman I spoke of purchased the abbey.
Well, the land is worth something, certainly. He plans to build.
He plans to live in it.
In the abbey.
In the abbey, just as it stands. Lives in it now, has for several weeks.
It's nothing but a ruin. Oh, dust and cobwebs and broken walls. I've never seen anyone over there.
Oh, he's there.
Who is this fellow?
His name is Count Dracula.
Didn't latch tightly.
Oh, my fault, I'll get it. Oh, that sounds like almost like a wolf.
Some of the townspeople swear they've seen wolves in Larpool Wood.
Oh, but there haven't been wolves.
No, of course not. Just a large dog.
Or several. There, it's latched this time. Sorry.
No damage. Quite a storm brewing. Unusual numbers of storms recently.
Oh, with storms and dogs howling all night. How do you sleep?
Fitfully. Who is it? Come in. Renfield!
Ah, good evening, Dr. Stewart. I'm afraid I can't stay long.
Yes, I imagine Mr. Williams is looking for you.
Jack, should I...
Oh, quite all right, John. Staff have been alerted.
I've been trying to get to you, to tell you something, something important, but I don't quite remember. Perhaps it is to warn you. Yes, that must be it. Warn you about the fellow in the next room over from mine. He's mad, you know.
Oh?
Oh yes, quite mad, quite bad, possessed by demons.
Demons.
Oh, it's the season for them.
Excuse me, Governor. Did you ring the... Oh, there you are. Please show Mr. Renfield to his room. Yes, sir. With pleasure, sir.
Oh, no, not now, not yet. He wants to take away my spiders. My nice little spiders.
Spiders?
Yes, sir. You see, sir.
You said I should get rid of the flies. Not to eat the flies, so I had to catch the spiders. Don't you see? It wouldn't be right to let the flies go. It wouldn't be right. So I'm feeding them to the spiders. All the flies will be gone soon. All gone. Flies. Flying to spiders, all gone. Soon, very soon, very soon.
The spiders.
Nice spiders. Fat black spiders. I collect them. I feed them.
Well, I don't think that...
And I eat them. Oh, but the spiders are good. Very good. They're the life. Stronger life. And they give life to me.
Williams, take Renfield back to his room and remove the spiders.
No, stop. I won't eat the spiders. No more spiders. No more. Oh, they're good. Oh, very good. But small game. Too small, I beg you. Let me keep them a bit longer. Just a bit, and then I'll dispose of them.
That's a promise?
A promise? Yes, a promise. But I won't free them. I've got a sparrow only this afternoon. A little sparrow. It flew to my windowsill for breadcrumbs, And I reached out slowly and I had it too, but I didn't squeeze. Oh no. Very gently, the new pet. I shall tame it and feed it on spiders. It shall be my sparrow, my fat little sparrow. Soon I shall have more sparrows all singing and growing fat. Perhaps might I ask a favor?
A favor?
Oh, a great favor. Great favor, the great Dr. Seward.
And that is?
A kitten. A little kitten that I can play with and teach and feed and feed and feed.
There go the sparrows.
I'm sorry, Mr. Renfield.
Oh, please, I must have a kitten. My salvation depends on it. A kitten, a pretty little kitten to feed.
Get him a tiger and make us all happy.
Show Mr. Renfield back to his room, please.
Yes, sir.
My kitten? Shall I have my kitten? My little...
I'm sorry, no.
Jack, look out, he's got a knife! Ah!
You got him, Doctor. He's out like a light. Good job if I ain't say so, sir. Just one punch
Take
and he...
him back to his room, Williams!
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Come on, let's get up now.
You'll pay, Stuart. You'll pay.
Back to your room now. We'll see if you can find you something to eat that don't move while you're trying to eat it.
The bastard is hand, the time is coming. Make his back straight. He is the mightiest of the mighty. He will baptize you with fire. The bastard is hand, the time is coming.
Jack, are you all right? That knife,
Poke me on the wrist.
you're bleeding. Here, let me...
No, it's fine. I'll wrap my handkerchief around it. It's nothing. And this knife.
A letter opener.
Yes, from my own desk. I shouldn't leave such things lying about. But patients don't have access to this floor. In theory, anyway.
I believe he tried to bite you.
Yes.
All your patients like that.
No, Renfield's an interesting case. Just lately he's been collecting lives.
Lives.
For a time he collected flies, then spiders, now it's birds. Each creature a step higher on the scale. A larger soul. Worth more to him. You could imagine the fate he had in store for the kitten.
What a horrible thought.
I wonder what value he'd put on a man's soul.
Jack! Lucy's not in her room! And the front door's standing open!
Quickly! John, outside! Before she reaches the cliffs!
In a moment, after a word from our sponsor, we will return you to the WRN Players production of Dracula.
Now in January come the longer evenings when folks drop in to play bridge or stop for a snack after the movies. So keep your refrigerator stocked with Kraft's famous cheese food Velveeta to spread or slice for swell toasted sandwiches. Velveeta's a natural for late evening snacks, you know, because it's adjustable as milk itself. These days, you really ought to be buying rich golden Velveeta in the 2-pound size, so you'll have plenty for snacks and also to melt for economical meatless main dishes. Remember, Velveeta helps supply the protein you expect from a main dish, but the price is low. Tomorrow, get Kraft's famous Velveeta.
50 to 60 years ago, people were introduced to peanut butter for the first time. They looked it over carefully. The daring and courageous bought it. Well, children loved it, but Ma and Pa were more critical. They discovered it had several drawbacks. It became oily and sticky and didn't stay fresh very long. It was rather hard to digest, and it didn't taste like peanuts. Grown-ups never became fans until 1933, when a new kind of peanut butter started to appear. It looked different, it smelled different, and it tasted different. It had practically nothing in common with the old-style product, and that brand is Skippy Peanut Butter.
And now, we return you to the WRN Plays production of Dracula.
Jack Seward and John Harker dashed out into the raging storm. searching for Lucy Vestendra. The wind-driven rain cut into their faces, flooded their eyes. They screamed his name to the raging void, and their words came rushing back with a force that lent them substance and brought pain. They were as lost men in the Stygian darkness, and then the world was restored in lightning, and there she was, standing high on the cliff, leaning out over the abyss. Hundreds of feet below, the chilling violence of the sea beckoned, and beside her stood a dark form, darker than even the night itself. Its arms, if they were arms, upraised. It turned and saw them just as the lightning died, and for a moment, all was black. And when they both restored their sight, the thing was gone. The man scrambled upwards, just as he pitched forward, into the arms of Jack Sibbard. And now, the men moved back to the beacon of the open door. Then Mina stood waiting.
Take her into the sitting room. There's a fire going.
Over here on the daypad.
How is she?
She'll be fine. Sleepwalking again.
You know, Jack, I swear I saw it.
Jack?
I'm here, Lucy.
Oh, Jack. I was having this strangest dream. I remember wolves howling. Something tall and dark with me. I remember red eyes. I went high into the air. I seemed to leave my body. It was like a dream, but not a dream. I saw John and Mina.
We're here, Lucy.
Oh, Mina, you are here. Then, Lucy, those marks on your throat. What? Oh, it's nothing. I was just fastening my scarf and caught myself with a pin. Silly, isn't it?
It looks almost like...
Oh, John, Mina, I'm so embarrassed. I'm sorry that you had to...
Oh, no, nothing like we like better than a brisk one in the rain.
Oh, John, you're always so...
I seen him stand outside the Ripper! I seen the Ripper!
The what?
That's enough, Birdie. Bring those blankets over here.
Yes, sir, but I seen him! I'm dead!
Here, Lucy. These will help to keep you warm.
Thank you, Jack. I'm so cold.
You may go now, Birdie. Thank you.
Ain't we gonna do something about
The Ripper? Yes, I suggest that you keep your bedroom door locked.
You don't have to believe me, sir, but I brought the newspaper down. Here, you should read what they're saying. It's the Ripper, so
I've read it! Thank you, Birdie.
All right, then. But I'm sleeping with the Bible under me pillow tonight. Good night, all.
Good night, Birdie.
Good night. The Ripper?
Birdie's been reading about the murders in Whitechapel, and she's been imagining...
May I see that newspaper?
Certainly. Here. Lucy's fallen asleep. Come, we'll sit over here.
Jack, did you read this story?
Oh, yes.
Read it, John.
This morning, Whitby police discovered another dead woman. Another dead woman?
This is the second one. Read on.
Another dead woman on East Cliff.
East Cliff, why, that's where Lucy was.
Exactly. Read on, John.
No identification. Presumed to
Go
be...
down to where it says cause of death.
Here it is. Cause of death. The victim's throat had been...
Go on, John.
Yes. Go on, John.
The victim's throat had been torn from ear to ear, and the body completely drained of blood.
Oh!
Wolves.
Dogs, not wolves, dogs.
I know, but when we were out there, it certainly sounded like wolves. They could have attacked that woman.
The article says there was no blood anywhere on the ground. Did you read that? No blood in the body, but no blood anywhere else. Dogs, or wolves, or whatever, there should have been pools. Gouts of blood.
True enough.
And that's why Birdie and her friends blame it on the Ripper. They think he's some kind of ghost who can be in both places at once, London and Whitby, stealing blood.
This does sound something like the murders in London.
It could be someone imitating the London murders, or perhaps draining the blood. with the transfusion kit.
Why?
I don't know. But enough of this. Just blind superstition and nothing to do with us. We'll simply have to be more careful until the authorities sort it out. Care for some wine, John? Mina?
Yes, thank you, Jack.
Please.
I'll get it.
Well, in any case, we'd best keep a close watch over Lucy, eh? They're not on a cliff. I could have sworn I saw it. Mina!
What is it?
A bat! A huge bat beating its wings against the window pane!
A bat?
Red eyes!
Well, it's gone now. Must have come over from Carfax.
Good evening. I am Dracula. I pray you will forgive this intrusion, but no one answered my knock, and your outer door was open.
That's odd. I shall
It is closed now, and locked.
I'm sorry. You startled us, sir.
Yes. Dr. Seward. We have been neighbors for some time. I regret that I had not made a formal visit until now. I have been busy putting my own house in order.
Count, I must speak with you.
I am
regarding-
pleased to see you again, Mr. Harker, but not surprised. During your stay in Transylvania, you spoke of your friendship with Dr. Seward.
I did.
A pity you left so suddenly. I had such plans for you.
Please, Count, allow me to welcome you to...
If you do not mind, Doctor, I will not accept your extended hand. I dislike being touched.
Well, I didn't mean to offend. I was...
No, I am sure that you did not. Ah, you are Mina. Forgive me, I am too familiar.
No, not at all.
Your husband spoke of you often and showed me your picture. And so, you see, I feel that I know you intimately. You are very lovely. I hope that we may know each other better.
Thank you, yes.
And this is my fiancée, Lucy Westenra.
Ah, you have been ill. You are feeling better now.
Oh, better now. Yes, thank you.
Your pain will end very soon now.
You're satisfied with Carfax then, Count?
Very much. It reminds me of my homeland, and I find it admirable for my purposes.
Here, have a glass of wine with us.
I do not drink wine. Please, forgive me. It was most clumsy of me. I have caused you to spill your wine.
It's nothing. I really...
I am comforted, then, that the wine holds no significance. My behavior was inexcusable. I should not have seized your wrist.
It startled me, that's all.
I, too, was startled at the sight of your wrist and the blood.
Oh, yes. An accident earlier this evening.
You must be careful, Doctor, how you spill your blood. It is more dangerous than you know. Please, forgive me.
Of course.
The vessel?
I have a dozen more just like it.
I can provide a much stronger vessel for your wine.
That won't be necessary. It's really...
Ah, listen to them, the children of the night. What music they make.
Music?
The music of the hunt. Listen, listen. In my country, we have a long tradition of battle and conquest. There is death and violence in our blood, and we dance to the songs of our brother, the wolf.
What a marvelous heritage you have, Count. The history, the traditions, the superstitions. You must be...
Superstitions. Yes. The trinkets and incantations of thin-blooded peasants. That is why I've come here, to be a part of this rich-blooded England. In my own country, I was master. I shall be master again! Now I must go. The night is young, and I have much work to do.
Count, before you go, I must speak
Soon.
to the doctor.
For now, my new home has many rooms, and I must make certain preparations. But we will all sup together at Carfax one evening. Soon.
Oh, must you go?
You'll be back, Lucy. Won't you count?
Before you know it.
I'll show you to the...
Please, do not trouble yourself. I know the way. I bid you all a peaceful night's rest.
What a strange and fascinating man.
Huh. The allure of the Fawn Prince?
But his hands so cold.
Yes, it is a bit chilly out. Well, it's getting late. Lucy? Lucy?
Oh, sorry. Dreaming, I guess. What were you saying?
I was saying that it's late. Shall we retire to our rooms?
Good idea. There are much better places for dreaming.
Oh, John, really?
Later that night, Mina Harker lay in bed, unable to sleep, staring into the void above. And then she heard it. A voice, or only the wind, lighting a candle from her bed, out of her room, and through the hallway, following the mysterious sound. There's a chill in the hallway and a strong draft that extinguished the flame of Mina's candle. Then in the corner, she was surprised to find the door of Lucy's room standing wide open. She entered and... Lucy stared at the window, the creature thing vanished to the volume of the wind.
Lucy? Lucy! John, Jack, help me!
What is it? What?
John, I can't close the window! She's still asleep!
Sleepwalking again! Bed! Get into the bed! Lucy! Lucy!
Let us sleep, Jack, please!
Yes, of course. You're right.
Begging your pardon, sir.
Oh!
No harm meant, missus. I heard your voices in
Can
here
this
and-
wait, Williams?
Well, sir, no, sir.
Let's step out into the hall then. Excuse me, John. Mina.
Of course.
Now, what is it, Williams?
It's Renfield, sir. You remember he called Sparrow? Well, I ain't seen nothing like it. By midnight, he got 5 more of the little boys into his cell.
I hardly think...
Strangest thing I ever seen. He caught 'em too easy. Like they'd been sent to him. He tied 'em all to his bedpost with little bits of twine and sent a phenom on spider. I come back later and the sparrows was gone. All of 'em.
He turned them loose.
No, sir. He ate 'em. Raw. Feathers and all.
What?
Ah, makes the skin crawl.
Keeping rather late hours, aren't you, Doctor?
Renfield!
Look out now.
He thinks I would hurt you. Fancy me hurting you, fool.
Had a change of heart then.
Oh, your wrist. Yes, in an accident. I wasn't myself.
Oh, yeah? Well, who was you then?
Who was I? Who was I? Who was I? Who was I? I was, and am, the voice of one crying in the wilderness. Among you stands one whom you do not know.
Jack, we wanted to...
Jack, what's...
Ah, good evening. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Renfield, and you are?
Mina Harker, and this is my husband, Jonathan.
Perhaps I'd better close this door.
Thank you, John.
The doctor and I have been discussing theology. I was just...
You were just leaving. Williams?
Yes, sir. Right, sir. Come along now.
Well, I'd best be going. Delighted to have met you both.
Yes, you as well.
We'll speak again, Doctor. Come along, Williams.
Yes, sir. Here now. Slow down. I'm the one with the keys.
Is it always this exciting here, Jack?
I'm sorry, John. Mina,
Why don't you both go back to bed? I'll stay here with Lucy.
Mina, I can't ask you to...
You didn't ask me to. Besides, I couldn't possibly sleep now. Please, Jack.
Very well, Van Helsing should be here shortly after sunrise. I hope he can help her. Well, thank you, Mina. Good night. Good night, John.
Good night, Jack.
Come into Lucy's room with me, John.
I'll stay with you. I can.
Nonsense. You've been ill and you need your sleep.
Well, so where will you?
I'll sit here. It's a nice, comfortable chair, and I can use the lamp to read by.
Well,
I'll be fine. There's wine by the sideboard. Would you pour me a glass, please?
certainly.
John, I didn't want to say anything in front of Jack, but when I first entered Lucy's room, there was something in the window. I only saw him for a moment, but...
The bat again?
You'll laugh at me, but I'd swear that standing outside the window was Count Dracula.
Mina, we're on the upper floor on a cliff looking out over the sea. It's not very light.
No, of course not. I know, it couldn't have been. You go back to bed, John. I'll sit here and read.
Your wine glass.
Thank you. Oops, sorry.
Caught it.
Oh, I spilled some wine.
Only a bit. No harm done. Wouldn't want another wine glass broken, eh? Well, good night, Mina. See you in the morning in an hour or two.
Good night, John.
Mina, sleep, sleep. You are sleeping, Mina. Sleeping, sleep.
In a moment. After a short break from your local news station, we'll return you to the WRN Players production of Dracula.
WRAN Homeward Broadcasting.
And now, we'll return to our drama in a moment, but first, a word from our sponsors.
Listen here is the new Band-Aid Plastic Strip new Super Stick. Sticks better than any other bandage. Want the proof? Take a dry egg at room temperature, then touch the egg with any other bandage, and see that nothing sticks better than a Band-Aid Plastic Strip new Super Stick. Sticks tight instantly. Never comes off in boiled water, even extra protection in soapy water. Band-Aid Plastic Strip with new Super Stick. Sticks better than any other Band-Aid. Made by Johnson & Johnson. Trusted as surgical dressings. Be sure to get the Band-Aid Plastic Strip new Super Stick.
Which hand has the M&M chocolate, left or right? Oh, no, not the left hand. That's regular chocolate. It melted. Look in the right hand. No chocolate melt. That's because M&M chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand. Try M&M chocolate candy. Remember, M&M chocolate candy melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
Do you ever want to move faster from one place to another? Do you ever want to feel the speed? Do you want to bring all your family together faster? You can do it all with a Ford car. A large seating area, a lot of space for storage, and the best of all, it looks phenomenal. Contact dealer now for price estimate, supplies limited, first come, first serve.
And now, we return you to Dracula.
You are my master. I shall do whatsoever you command. I shall follow wheresoever you go.
And you shall be hated for all my name's sake. Brother will deliver brother to me, the father his child, and children will rise against their parents and put them to death.
The blood is the life.
I come not to bring peace, but to spill blood.
The blood is the life.
Believe in me, and you shall never truly die, for you shall possess the secret of eternal life.
Life, life. The blood is the life.
And so that's the situation, Professor. Her room is upstairs here.
Ah, yes, it's good. I must see her at once.
Do you think you might provide a diagnosis?
Yes. I'm afraid that I might.
I beg your pardon?
Which room is it?
Here. Lucy? Lucy, are you up? Hello? Lucy? Mina?
Try the knob.
Lucy? Mina?
John, I've had such a strange dream. Oh! Who's that man?
Professor Van Helsing. He's just arrived this morning.
How is she, Professor?
She is bad, I'm afraid.
How bad?
Very bad.
She's so pale. I don't understand. Just yesterday she was...
Shush. Look here on her throat. What do you see?
A wound. Some sort of bite?
Yes, yes. Not fresh, but freshly opened.
Oh,
Shush. She stirs.
Jack.
I'm here, darling. I'm here.
Oh, Jack.
Professor, we must do something. She's gotten so much worse overnight. She's...
Oh, Jack. Jack, come into my arms. Come and kiss me, Jack.
No, stay back! Not for a living soul.
You are Van Helsing.
I am.
Oh, please. Well, I must tell you.
I know, my child, I know.
What was I? How could I?
It is a powerful seduction, little Van. You will soon know. Absolution.
Van Helsing, what in the world are you talking about? We're wasting time. We must do something.
Please. God, man, give me peace.
I spare it, my child.
Oh, Jack, if only we...
It is over.
What? Jack, she's dead. No!
The certificate listed blood disease as the cause of Lucy's death. It was at least part of the truth. The rest would not be easily told, nor easily believed. A week has passed and I realized I could keep the secret no longer.
Professor, you've been gone all day.
Yes, I had investigations to make before the sun set.
We were afraid you'd miss dinner.
How is Jack?
Better this evening?
Yes, it's good. Now, friend John, all must follow in order. Tell me of this Count Dracula.
Not much to tell. A nobleman, eccentric, wealthy, that you know, of course. The rest is...
Yes, yes. You have repressed some trauma, amnesia. Friend John, we must have occurred during your stay in Transylvania. Would you submit to an experiment?
Experiment?
We must have the knowledge that very deep inside your memory, and we may bring it out through hypnosis.
Hypnosis? Do you mean we could... Mira?
Behind the curtain!
Renfield? Oh, Renfield?
Good evening. You know me. Do I know you? Wait, you're Van Helsing, are you not?
I am?
Oh, this is indeed an honor. Of course, I've read your books. All of them. They're quoting you now in Whitechapel Business, aren't they? I've done some writing in that vein myself. I employ a nom de plume, of course, that pays tribute to our host, Dr. Seward. Here's a passage I'm proud of. You will soon hear from me and my funny little games. Well, out of context, of course. Well, no matter. I've always wanted to ask you if you... Of course, there's time for that later, eh? For now, I've come to pay my respects to Dr. Seward upon the death of his betrothed.
How did you know about Lucy's death?
And Dr. Seward's plan to marry.
I am but mad northwest. Oh, a man is so loved as our host. Everything regarding his of interest to our little community. Rumors fly, as do visitors.
Professor, hold a moment, friend John. There is more here than meets the eye.
Actually, the rumors do not fly so much as they stay in their rooms. The rumor is that rumors do not fly. The rumors remain ruminating in rooms, spinning rumors of flies. And as for the death of Lucy, was it? As for the death of Lucy...
Brentfield!
Dr. Seward! I knew you'd come. We're playing at horoscopes. You're Capricorn, are you not?
Doctor, I can't find him anything. There you are.
Are you?
Oh, you do, eh?
Yes. Excellent. Well, you are a fishmonger.
No such thing.
I would you were so honest a man.
What's he babbling about? Honest?
Aye, sir. To be honest, as this rule goes, it's to be one man picked out of 10,000.
Take Mr. Renfield back to his room and see to it that he doesn't leave again.
I got his door double locked. I don't know how he keeps getting out.
The fallen angel rolls away the stone.
There you have it then. My mistake. I never thought of angels. Come along now, I'll get you something to eat.
I'm not hungry.
Well, there's a surprise. Probably been emptying the mouse traps again.
Ignore that reference, Mrs. Harker. Relates to my past. I'm done with all that now.
On the contrary, Williams tells me you've begun again, Renfield, collecting flies and spiders.
What do you expect from a person like that? Working class. A man might easily misinterpret any small gesture. Do you see, Mrs. Harker, what I must put up with from the help? It all stems from a simple misunderstanding. I once fancied that by consuming a multitude of living things, one might definitely prolong life, relying, of course, upon the scriptural phrase, the blood is the life.
Deuteronomy 12:23.
Well, yes, quite right.
The passage is most instructive in its entirety. Only be sure that thou eat not the blood, for the blood is the life, and thou mayest not eat the life with the flesh. But what about the souls of your victims, Mr. Renfield?
I don't want any souls.
Thousands of them, all around you. Flies and spiders and birds. You have taken their lives.
No.
You must feed their souls. Take your hands from your ears and listen to me, Mr. Renfield.
Flies. I don't want flies or spiders. What's the use of them? There's enough of them to eat
or drink.
The blood is the life. The blood is the life. The blood is the life. The blood is the life.
Genesis 9:4. But flesh with the life thereof shall he not eat. Leviticus 17. If any man drinks blood, I will set my face against him and cut him off from his people, for the blood is the life. Deuteronomy 18:23. Oh, you shall not drink the blood, for the blood is the life, and you shall not drink it.
Your souls. I don't want any souls. I won't take them. I only want the blood. I want the life. Keep your soul.
I hope you are able to keep your own soul, Mr. Renfield. Another Bible verse. Confess yourself to heaven. Repent of this past. Avoid this to come.
I do repent, but heaven hath pleased it so to punish me with this, and this with me, that I must be their scourge and minister. Please, take me away from here. Dismiss me, turn me out, free me. Or if not, take me to another asylum. On the other side of running water.
On the other side of running water.
Anywhere but here, please. I must leave. Quickly, and so must you. All of you. Run! Release the others now! Tonight! Burn this place to the ground and say prayers over it. Bury the ashes. Turn your backs. Run away. Don't look back. Run. Run as you've never run before. Before it's too late. Oh, don't you see? Don't you see it's him? It's...
Look at the window. A bat.
No, I won't tell. I wasn't going to betray you.
Van Helsing! Did the bat frighten you, Mr. Renfield?
No, don't kill me. He doesn't need me anymore. If you can't save my soul, save your own. You must believe me. You must trust me. Oh, God, help me. Why should you? Why should you? It's insane. It's insane. Why should you?
Take Mr. Renfield back to his room.
Yes, sir, but I ain't fool enough to promise he'll stay there.
Please, Mr. Renfield, Dr. Seward will see that no harm comes to you. We want to help you, really, we do, if you'll let us.
The harm has already been done, dear lady. My personal loss is the least of it.
Let's get along with it now.
I can hardly blame you for doubting the word of a lunatic, however. Please, do me the justice of bearing in mind that I tried to convince you tonight. Mrs. Harker, you have been very kind to me. My prayers will be with you.
And mine with you, Mr. Renfield.
Come on now.
The poor man.
It is most important that he be heavily guarded.
Professor, I don't believe that he'd harm us.
I have not suggested that he would. Friend John, are we to proceed with our experiment?
You mean the hypnosis? Now?
Yes, just after dinner. We've even less time than I thought. But for now, be it hardy, yeah? We have much work ahead of us, and it will be best on a full stomach. An excellent meal, Bertie.
Incredible.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Would anyone care for wine?
Perhaps later. There is work to do in little time.
Very well. Thank you, Bertie. You may go.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Now, John, you remain seated. Friend Jack, please bring that candle from the bookcase.
John, what?
Hypnosis, Mina. Van Helsing's going to try to hypnotize me.
Van Helsing wants to see if John can remember his time in Transylvania.
Is it dangerous?
No. Perfectly safe.
It is a tool of science and medicine. We may come to appear to be miracles, even cure disease.
Where do you want this candle?
Here, the table in front of John. Light it, please. There. Malamina, turn down the gas, please. We must have darkness to facilitate the trance. Yes, good. We begin. Now, John, you will look into the flame of the candle. Now, Jonathan, stare deeply into the light. Deeply. Concentrate on the light. Only the light. Nowhere but the light. Deeply. Deeply. Relax. Relax. Feel a wave of sleep come over your body. It begins in your feet. Relax. And washes slowly, slowly over your body. It washes in, like the tides, and you feel it moving upward, cradling you, embracing you. Let your body relax, relax, relax. Stare deeply into the light, deeper, deeper. Deeper into the light, deeper. Your eyes burn with the light, but you can't look away. Your eyelids grow heavy. They are closing, closing. They are closed. But you still see the light, and you still hear my voice. I will count backward from 5, and with each number, you will drift deeper and deeper into sleep. 5, 4, deeper. 3, 2, deeper. 1. You are in the deepest sleep, deeply asleep. And now we go back to your time in Transylvania. Back. Remember.
I am his prisoner. The wolves guard the gate. One night, I can't sleep. I see him through my window. He is climbing down the stone wall of the castle. Slowly, like a lizard. Look, down there, in the courtyard. A woman. She screams. Monster, give me back my child, monster. Suddenly, the courtyard is filled with wolves. There must be hundreds of them. Oh God, it's horrible. She screams, and then they're gone. It's so still.
Mama!
And then I hear a child in the castle,
Mama!
in his room, crying, Mama, Mama, Mama. What time is it? Have I slept? The moonlight streaming through my window. 3 young women approached me. How did they get into my room? The door was locked. How did they... Their gowns blow in the night wind. The pale yellow moonlight passes through the fabric. I could see their bodies beneath. And the moonlight passes through their bodies. No shadows. They have no shadows. They laugh. silvery, brown dust. They come to my bed. I feel their lips on my breast. Their moves, their teeth so sharp. He bursts into my room. He comes to me. Red eyes, red eyes. I awaken. Have I slept? The sun has risen. I went to his room, forced the door open. The room is bare. The coffin, the only furniture. I lift the lid, and within, Dracula! Gouts of blood trickle from the corner of his mouth. The whole awful creature, swollen and engorged, bursting, bloated with blood. Suddenly his eyes are open. Red eyes, red eyes. He sees me, I'm sure of it. But his stare, dead, dead, not dead, dead, not dead. Red eyes, I must escape. Out the window, they follow those eyes, red eyes. They follow down the stone wall, red eyes, red eyes. He's coming for me. He's coming for me. He's coming for all of us. He's coming. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Monster! Monster! Monster!
In a moment, after a word from our sponsors, we will return you to the WRN Players production of Dracula.
I'm Tazwell of a tube of prowl, and I've got something to tell. Your hair can be radiant, oh, it's so easy. All you've got to do is take me home and squeeze me. I'm Tazwell of a tube of prowl, and I'll make your hair look swell. It'll shine, it'll glow so dandruff-free. For radiant hair, get a hold of me. Tallulah, Vatula, well, shampoo, doodly-doo.
And now, conclusion of Dracula.
Under hypnosis, Jonathan Helker had remembered his stay in Transylvania, and now we knew Count Dracula was a vampire.
This is the most ridiculous. A vampire! Why not a pixie or a leprechaun? Van Helsing, surely you cannot believe that.
You believe, don't you, friend John?
How could I not? I remember it. All of it. My lord.
Oh, John.
It is clear to me now. He has killed Carfax and does the book of his evil in London. Very clever. In this way, he attracts little attention in the place where he sleeps.
Van Helsing, surely you can't expect us to believe.
Excuse me, Dr. Seward, sir, your newspaper.
Thank you, Betty. I'll take it.
Yes, Mom. Thank you, Mom.
Friend Jack, you were saying?
I was saying that you can't expect us to believe.
The lady in white!
What?
Here, in the newspaper, the lady in white.
Quickly, I must see.
What is it, Professor?
Missing children. Here on Hampstead Heath. Ah, so soon. Here, John, read. Read!
Officials report missing children at night. Found the following morning with small puncture wounds on their throats.
Lucy had marks on her throat.
Yes, she did.
Such as might be made by an animal.
Blind.
And the police of the division have been instructed to keep a sharp eye out for stray animals that might...
That's enough! Thank you, friend John. Now, make a note. Wounds on the throat of the children. A wound on the throat of Miss Lucy.
She'd been ill for months. The marks were fresh.
No! Freshly opened. The marks on the throat of the children
Been made by...
were made by Miss Lucy.
Lucy is dead.
Professor.
You mean like those women in Transylvania? Lucy
is dead. Lucy is
dead? No, my son, but we may have hope. Destroy Count Dracula and James Lucy will be free from his curse. Then she'll be truly dead. If not, she'll walk with him for centuries, undead amongst the living.
Lucy is dead!
Or, if we may find the vampire's coffin, You know the future coming of dawn and will die in the rays of the morning sun. But it'll be very hard to find this coffin, for it is well hidden.
You're saying we must go to Carfax?
Yes.
We might never find his coffin, Professor. Is there no other way to give Lucy peace?
There is.
How, Professor?
Lucy is...
By going to the crypt, diving a wind stake through her heart.
Dear God.
Jack,
Get out.
Please, this is difficult even for me, because I am your friend and
Then I shall make it easier. We are friends no longer. You have 10 minutes, Van Helsing, to leave my home.
My poor Jack.
could you be mistaken, Professor? Perhaps...
There is no mistake. I need your help. Both of you.
Oh, Professor,
If we are to give peace to the dear Miss Lucy, we must go to her crypt. I have both of you by my side so that you may see her as she returns just before the dawn. Then I believe I may do my work with your blessing. Please, come with me.
Mina?
Oh, John. It seems so horrible, but I trust the Professor. Lucy was my friend, and I can't bear to think of her like that.
We'll be ready in 10 minutes, Professor.
Ah, yes, 10 minutes. He is good. This is all the time I've been given. Some of the hurt I had caused my dear friend Jack Sivard, I moved down the hall to pack my belongings. But suddenly, I became a strange chill in the room. I didn't see a strange green vapor seeping through the casement of the window. As I watched, the mist took form.
I have come for you, Van Helsing. You cannot be allowed to live.
Come not one step closer, monster. This the picture of the crucifix, I will leave at this meeting.
Idolater, you merely prolong the agony. Look. Look into my eyes. Look and see the face of death.
No. No, I cannot.
Professor!
We heard.
Dracula!
John, then the floor. My crucifix. Hold it high, but he can see.
Superstitious fools! Do you truly think to defeat me? My revenge is just begun. I spread it over centuries, and time is on my side. I have your precious Miss Lucy. You held her in the sunlight, and I took her in the darkness. She is mine, and soon I shall have you all.
John! Electro! My gun! Throw it to me!
Do you think to stop me with bullets? I cannot be stopped. She who would have been your mortal bride has instead become the bride of Dracula through eternity.
A bat! He's turned into a bat!
Look out!
The window! Where is he?
There, up there. You waste your bullets, my friend. He's gone.
I hit him. I know I hit him.
Now do you believe, my son?
Van Helsing, he turned into a bat. A bat. I saw him.
He assumes many forms.
He killed Lucy. Night after night while we slept, he was...
Yes. I am sorry.
You knew?
I feared. I had recognized Miss Lucy from your letters. I had hoped to protect her before she could become as he is. But I was too late.
His victims come back?
Yes.
Then Lucy. She is...
The lady in white.
Professor, the door, somebody's trying to...
Renfield.
Oh, look at his face. He's been beaten horribly.
Is he?
He lives yet.
Oh, it's a miracle that he does. Mina, my medical bag. Over there on my desk.
A fractured skull.
Internal bleeding, I think.
Ah, see here.
Rib cage is crushed.
Your bag, Jack.
Not much I can do here. An injection stops some of the pain.
Helsing,
Don't talk.
He must talk.
I'm so thirsty.
John, Vine.
Blood on my hands. Look, so much blood. Blood is the life. The blood. Have I lost my blood?
Yes.
Thank you, John. Here, Mr. Renfield.
What is it? What?
Wine.
Oh my. Quickly, before I die, I must. It was weeks ago. He was at my window. A pillar of fire, a churning cloud, laughing in the moonlight, sharp white teeth, red eyes. He promised me things if I would let him in. He promised to make me immortal. He promised lives. He called to them, and they came. Flies glistening with steel and sapphire, and moss green with skulls and crossbones.
The death's head moth.
And then he whispered, "Rats, I'll give you rats, and each one a life." And the wave of his hands, the rats came coming. Rats as far as the eye could see. Rats, great rats, small rats, lean rats.
And you let him in?
Brown rats, black rats.
Mr. Renfield.
Rats, tawny rats.
Did you invite him in, Mr. Renfield?
Yes. Let him in. God help me, I let him in.
A vampire may not enter a house unless invited from within.
He came through the bar window. I thought it a splendid trick. Splendid.
He would require Renfield's help in traveling to London.
He took me with him. Over the rooftops. I saw it all. It was a certain scribe, and I promised to follow.
A vampire cannot cross running water, you see? He would need a water agent to help him cross rivers and streams. In this way, the vampire of Carfax is the Ripper of Whitechapel.
I saw it. Wrote it down. Posted it as a deed for mine. I gave the lady no time to squeal. How can they catch me now? Oh, but I didn't think of souls. Shall I have to answer for my souls now? Shan't I, Doctor? All around me now. All around me now.
No, they're gone, Mr. Renfield. They're all gone.
Gone to heaven.
Yes, Mr. Renfield, gone to heaven.
Gone to heaven. Gone to Van Helsing. Van Helsing!
I am here.
He's taking her life, Van Helsing. Taking her life. You smell the murder. The mingling of blood.
Lucy? He means Lucy?
No. Don't. I tried to stop him tonight. Madman now possesses unnatural strength. I am mad, you see. Jacob held an angel. Surely I could hold a devil. I couldn't let him out. No more. I would stop him. I would take his life. His blood. Red eyes. They burn through me. He beat me. Mrs. Harker.
I'm here, Mr. Renfield.
Oh, my dear, take care. Please take care. Van Helsing, it is she. He has Mrs. Harker.
What? What's he talking about? What is he talking about? What are you saying? It's a lie. You're lying. Van Helsing, he's lying to you. He's mad. We all know he's mad.
Van Helsing, promise me.
I promise so, Mr. Renfield.
I would join you, but just now I set my poor little birds free.
He is dead.
Van Helsing, what he said about Mina, he could have...
Madam Mina, the scarf around your neck. Remove it, please.
My scarf?
Please.
I can't.
Allow me.
No,
Thank Marks.
Mina, no!
I feel compelled to cover them. Oh, John!
Under his spell?
Professor, save her, please.
Now there is no choice. We must find the vampire's coffin. If we destroy it, he'll lose sanctuary from the sunlight and he will die.
And Mina?
Madam Mina will free the vampire's curse, as the dear Miss Lucy, who will then rest in peace.
I'm like him now. A devil, like him.
Not so. We can stop him before the evil is complete.
It's not too late.
Yeah, it's not too late.
And if I die now, before he is destroyed?
Then you become as he has become.
And if that happens, you must promise me that you will...
Yes, I promise. Now, friend John, my bag.
Here it is, Professor.
Here, take these.
Sharpened stakes.
And hammers.
Sledges. Short-handled sledges.
And these.
Crucifixes.
Take some. John, Jack, Madamina. My what?
The crucifix, it's burnt into her flesh. Like a brand.
Ah, he is in her blood.
Unclean! Unclean!
I should have thought the mark is a beast.
You see, even God protects me!
Not so. He provides a funding and a symbol of our quest.
We'll dress the burn now. Get my medical...
No, it won't heal. It'll never heal.
Madamina, so many years ahead of you and you and friend John. This I promise. Now come, light your lamps. We must look ahead. Be swift, for it's not different from all the nights. Tonight, we destroy the vampire. Quickly, to Carfax.
Van Helsing, look at this place. Cobwebs, dust. How could anyone possibly live here?
The vampire does not live, my son. Not as we know it. And he cares not for elaborate surroundings. We begin our search.
It might go more quickly if we were to split up.
Yes, but keep your protections ready. Be back in a quarter hour. Everything has been found, then to the grounds and outbuildings. Now, friend John, Madamina, take those stairs to the top floor.
Very well, Professor. Come, Mina.
Be careful, Professor. Jack.
We'll meet you back here in 15 minutes.
Now, Jack, you go that way. I'll see the catacombs below. And be watchful, Jack, for it is night, and the vampire walks.
Take care, Van Helsing.
Jack.
Who is that? Mina, is that you?
Jack. Jack.
Who is it? Who's calling me? Show yourself.
Jack.
Oh. Oh no.
Are you surprised to see me, Jack?
You're dead.
No.
We buried you. You're dead.
Oh, you're frightening me, Jack.
No, Lucy, I want so badly to believe. No, you're dead. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead.
Don't deny me, Jack. I travelled a long way to come here. A long and difficult way. Don't turn around. Look at me. Can't you see? I'm here. I'm truly here. Don't you love me, Jack? Don't you love me, Jack?
Forever.
Then come with me forever. Or come and we can rest together. Or we would have been together in life. Let us now be together in death.
Yes. Together. For always.
Together. Together. Together.
Watch out! Careful! That's it! Oh,
Jack!
oh my lord, it's Lucy!
What? Oh no!
Use the crucifixes. Drive her back into the corner. Look out! Careful! Back! Drive her back! Now hold her! Both of you! The stake must have the first blow. Answer me now, friend Jack. Am I to proceed?
Yes! Please, for the love of God, Professor! Do it now!
Jack! Oh, my love. My... Oh.
It is so. Finally, she's at peace.
Mina knew. Somehow Mina knew. She told me Jack was in trouble. She knew about Lucy.
It is the power of the vampire that taints her blood, causing her to... Where is Madamina? Upstairs. She's safe. She has the crucifixes. Oh, no! You should never have left her. Come, quickly.
John? Is that you? Professor? Jack?
Mina.
No. No! Get out of my head! Go away! Leave me alone! Dead end! The door! Shut behind me! No way out! What's that? In the corner? What? This coffin!
Good evening, my dear. How good of you to come. There are many guests in my home this night, but for the moment, I have you all to myself.
Kill me then, and get it over with.
Kill you? No. I leave that to your husband, who will be forced to join the others in destroying the one they love.
No,
Can you
please.
not imagine how it will feel as the oaken stake seeks your heart?
Please,
Do not plead with me. I must survive. Do you curse the hawk when he kills the dove? It is his nature.
You murdered Lucy!
I gave her eternal life. They took that life. You sent them to do it.
Lucy died. You created an obscene thing in her image.
Who are you to judge the quality of life? She would have spent an eternity at my side. She would have seen empires rise and fall, remained young and beautiful long after you and your kind turned to dust. She would have been a welcome companion throughout the centuries. But now she is gone. And your fate will be my revenge.
No!
Mina, come to me.
No! No!
I died, and behold, I live eternally. And I hold the keys of death and the keys of hell. Mina, come to me.
No! No!
Mina!
No!
Do not struggle. Accept. Mina!
Don't let us in.
Come, Mina.
Break down the door. Let us in.
Come.
Monster! There is no escape, Count. Your hour of judgment has come.
You are wrong, Van Helsing. Behold.
Rats coming out of the floor. The wall. There must be hundreds of them. John, quickly, throw your lamp into his coffin. You have no refuge, Count. The coffin is on fire. Jack, that window, caked with dust. It is morning. The sun rises. Throw that chair through the glass. This is for Lucy. Die, monster, die!
The sun!
The rats, they've gone.
And Dracula, nothing left of him but dust.
Yes. Now even he has peace.
How? John?
Friend John, the marks of the beast. Behold,
They're gone. Mina, the fang marks, the burn, gone.
our work here is done. Quickly now. We must wait for the building comes down around us. At last, Dracula is truly dead, and Madam Mina is purified. And so, there is our story. And as we watched Carfax fall through the flames, we realized that none would believe. Even now you don't believe. You shut your civilized mind to such testimonies as these. But do not still avoid the breaking of mirrors. Do not sit late at night in the darkness, away from your windows, your chair pushed to the wall, listening to things in the night. Would you spend that alone in a graveyard? I think not. What frightens you the most? Being alone in the darkness? Or feeling that you are not alone? Beware tonight, my friend, for it is dark without, and the shadows hide many things. Lock well your doors. Keep your eyes fixed over your shoulder. Be watchful even inside the corners of your bed tonight. And listen. Listen, shh. Listen. For in the shadows, just beyond the possibility, hiding, watching, waiting, lurks the vampire.
You have been listening to a WRN radio dramatization of Dracula, a radio play written by Philip Grecian, based on his own stage play in the novel by Bram Stoker. And now, WRN Players is signing off for the broadcasting day.
WRAN Homeward Broadcasting.
Good night and pleasant dreams.